Nothing says Christmas like zombies, right? Yeah. Well, I'm Heather Wixson with Dread Central, and we are getting ready to gear up for Sean Cain Silent Night Zombie Night. So make sure to stick around afterwards. We're going to do a little Q&A. We've got Sean here, Wes Laurie, producer, and some of the cast members as well. So hope you enjoy, and we'll see you after. I want to start with Sean. Where exactly did Silent Night Zombie Night come from?
Basically, you know, it's my philosophy of making films is you make the shiny box for people, which I was saying earlier. Something that's exciting to get people interested in, and within that's kind of a story that I want to tell. And I just decided I had this love story in me, and set to, you know, zombies eating people. So. The only time we ever had anybody come bother us was during the day. These guys are running down the street with shotguns and weapons, and somebody called the LAPD, and they came with the helicopter and cop cars. I was sitting inside, and I heard, as I hear quite often, the helicopters, oh, you know, get on the sidewalk, put your hands on your head. And I thought there was gangbangers maybe running in the neighborhood, but they were talking about us. So I go outside, and I see the whole cast and crew on the sidewalk sitting next to each other like this. But we had our permits and everything, so we were okay. They saw the zombies.
Zombie makeup.
Yeah, full zombie makeup. Yeah, so they saw the zombies, they're like, oh, okay, you guys are making a movie.
Did you go immediately to Jack for Silent Night?
I did, yeah. I had him in mind the whole time, because I've seen him play on stage that sort of the similar character was a real asshole, and but likable too. You know, he's a very likable human being, and so it's kind of this dichotomy between like liking him as a human being and having him play this giant asshole.
Well, it's funny when he called me up and said, "Look, I got some financing. I'm going to do this film, and I want you to play this character." And first I, well, what's the film about? He explained that to me. I said, well, what's the character like? And he says, well, it's easy, just play yourself. I said, really? He goes, yeah, I'll send you the script, you read it. So I'm reading this and I'm thinking, wow, this guy's kind of a dick, right? And I'm thinking, wow, what shall I think of me?
I have to say Jack was hesitant. Like when he was supposed to bash the head of the zombie kid, like, you know, he bashes all the guys, and you see the little kid. He at first thought that he was going to save the kid. Him and Jim Wright as the DP. They come from this little house in the prairie background, and they wanted Frank Talbot to save the kid, and I was like, no, he kills the kid. He didn't realize that at first, and then when he heard that, he's like, oh, you can't have me kill the kid, that's awful. I'm like, no, that's perfect.
The streets were running red with blood. The gutters, when we washed, the gutters were going to go around the block, and then the neighbors were coming up the street wondering what the hell was going on.
I gotta tell you, that was awesome. Pulling up to the set, and there's just goo and blood. I mean, it looked like a slaughterhouse, and this is just like 7 o'clock in the morning and just getting started.
And you're like the face of Silent Night Zombie Night, pretty much.
Strangely enough.
You know, you guys got to come in and, you know, be zombies and stuff. What was that like? Was it?
Dream come true. Zombies are just this great thing, and getting to play a zombie Santa was just great. The costume, I gotta tell you, I hated, because as you can see, it was like friggin' spandex, but you know.
It is simultaneously awful and wonderful, because you're under glue, you're under two kinds of syrup, spray paint, contacts, and you can't sit down on anything because it'll all come off on whatever you sit down on, except for plastic chairs, which will get sprayed down later. So you're standing up the whole day, and it's exhausting. But then you get moments like when I was in the house chasing after Jack in the dark, and for that moment it was like Resident Evil had suddenly come to life and I was in it.